Hello and Happy New Year. Thanks for watching. This is Dave from D-Wall's Automotive Service. This winter has been extremely strange. We went from over a foot of snow right around Thanksgiving to 60s the week of Christmas. And believe it or not, it's kind of strange on your car as well. Typical fluctuations in temperature like this will create weird issues with tire pressures. Don't ignore that tire pressure monitor. I know we've talked about this time and time again, but the temperature fluctuation will wreak havoc with your tire pressure sensors. Air pressure does change about 1 pound per 10 degrees. So we went from single digits up to the 60s. So the tire light is commonly on. Please don't ignore it. Oftentimes this time of year with salt on the road, we do see corrosion on the wheel, which actually pushes the tire away from the wheel and does create air loss. When it's cold, things contract. Bead leaks and things like that actually get worse. So definitely keep an eye on tire pressure. Swing by, we're happy to check it for you for free. Always monitor your tire pressure data on your vehicle if it has it. One other thing, if the tire light is on and you want to check your pressure, make sure to use a digital gauge. The old handheld gauges, they may look close. The problem is a few pound difference between the different tires will create a false alarm with the light on. Also with the caps, if they seem to not want to come off, don't force them. Oftentimes the valve caps do seize onto the tire pressure sensor. Using pliers to take it off can actually snap and break it. One thing I've also noticed is anytime we have a snowfall, customers call with sudden tire vibrations. It's not uncommon, especially in drifting snow, that the snow will pack into the wheel and just a few ounces can create a pretty severe vibration. Something you can do is just to remove the snow, whether it be a glove, your foot, even a broom handle. I definitely recommend either a wooden handle or even a plastic utensil. That way it doesn't scratch the wheel. But that's something easy you can do without having to bring the vehicle in. Otherwise what we'll do is bring the wheels in or bring the vehicle in, thaw everything out, and that'll solve the vibration. Winter wear and tear on your vehicle. Most important thing I can say is really just keep it clean. Not only does the salt eat your paint, but it definitely eats the undercarriage of the vehicle. A lot of the metal is untreated. Brake lines, fuel lines, things like that can actually be eaten by salt and other things on the road. So just be aware of that. Make sure when you do wash your car, you do opt for an undercarriage periodically. That keeps everything working clean, especially the salt can build up on your brakes and cause binding, irregular wear. Also with the winter roads, they tend to get a little rougher. We see potholes, the roads buckle. Be aware of new vibrations, new noises. Oftentimes from potholes we see wheel bearings fail this time of year, so if you've developed a strange kind of a growling type of noise that may get louder when you turn one direction and go away versus another, that's a possibility of a wheel bearing failing. Definitely listen for the clunks, the bangs, the rattles. I mean, yes, the car is cold, so things tend to creak more so. But this time of year is when we really see ball joints and tie rods start to fail just because of the additional wear and tear in them. So just something to keep in mind. Something else we see get a little bit extra wear and tear over the winter are your shocks and your struts. Basically they help to absorb bumps and vibrations in the road. As we look at a good strut, it has some resistance to it, helps to support the vehicle and dampen the vibration. A worn strut has little resistance. That's where you'll feel more of the bumps in the road. The vehicle may have more of a bouncy feel, even like a seasickness type of situation. So just some things to keep in mind. They're not always evident. They do develop slowly, so it's something that you adapt to. But a quick visual inspection can give us an idea of how the struts and shocks are working. That's winter wear and tear. If you have any questions, as always, give me a call. It's 847-856-1420 or email me at dwallsgoodyear@gmail.com. Thank you very much for watching.